If I could wish upon a star, it'll be where you are. No matter wrong or right, I'm gonna ride for mine. If I could kiss upon your lips.
So what is poppin', Bossy Gang? We back with another video. Y'all haven't seen me in a while. It's been a minute since I even vlogged. I'm about to tell y'all why. It's numerous reasons. As y'all can see, I'm still in this uncomfortable apartment. And not to mention, I am still promoting my business. Shout out to Bossy Mom. You know, this is not a wig, but y'all can get wigs from me too. Y'all like the curls? Y'all like the curls? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm really loving these curls because I always wanted my hair to be curly, you know what I'm saying? And it never would curl, and I just knew that my hair could do it, but I didn't know how to do it. So the fact that I accomplished this, baby, I'm gonna wear this for about another week, and then y'all can get the baby y'all like bit. But if y'all like this, baby, fuck you, because I love this girl right here. But yeah, that's not what I came here to really talk about. I was going to actually go on a real break. And the reason I was going to go on a break, I was going to go on a break completely from social media, everything. But then I realized, like, social media didn't do anything to me. Why do people feel like every time they're going through something that they have to run away from social media? Especially when social media is not a place to... Now, this is good. If you feel like you need to run away because you're consuming it and it's making you feel less than and it's not making you feel like you want to be, I understand that. If you want to get away from it too because you feel like you just vent a lot on there and it's taken away from the business side of you, I get that too. But if you're a business owner like me and a content creator like me, you can't do that. Like, where I'm going, I can't do that. Other people could do that because social media probably make them feel, you know, less than or whatever. And my reasons from going away from social media is because I wanted to go in this box and feel sorry for myself. That is the truth. I wanted to go in this box to feel sorry for myself. As y'all can see on one of these videos, I was crying not too long ago. And that's real. Like, I was really feeling like that. I was really feeling really down. Like, I, you know, just let myself completely down. But your girl is getting back into counseling. And I recommend therapy to anybody that has ever been through any type of trauma. It is definitely recommended. And to be honest, I'm not going into therapy because of anybody this time. I'm going into therapy this time for me because I feel like I've been a mom for now 13 years. I have never been able to be Asha ever. I've never been able to just be myself for real because I've always had to think about everybody else. I was a runaway. I was trying to live too fast. I had a lot going on my entire life. And I feel like where I'm at in my life right now, I was so stable. I got so comfortable and God shook me because I was so comfortable with my life that I was just like, ooh, I could do this. I am not meant to just be a regular person. I'm not meant to just work a regular job forever. I'm not meant to just get in a box and hide from everybody. Like, my voice needs to be heard. My story needs to be heard. My energy needs to be shared with the world. Like, there's a lot of things that I'm built and not only built, but destined to do. And I had to realize that. So me going in a box is only preventing me from being a person that I know that I'm supposed to be. And me going in a box is only allowing the devil to win because that's what he wants me to do. He wants me to shut up. A lot of people probably want me to shut up, but I understand that it's not meant for me to shut up. I go through everything I go through because it is making me a greater me. My car situation, my apartment situation, I'm not the only one. By me going through this, I've shared my story with other people, and there's so many people going through the situation in Georgia, and it really needs to be looked into. Like, seriously, it really needs to be looked into. Like, even the hairstylists up here need to be looked into because it's a weird story about my hairstylist. Not my hairstylist, but the person that I was going to go to. And it's really not like to bash her or anything because it really wasn't her fault. I just think when you're trying to do so much and the lack of communication is always a lot. So when I took out my hair originally, I was supposed to wash it to go get it braided. But it didn't happen that way. So I ended up jumping in the pool, thinking. I took 2 days to really get my mind right. I took 2 days to make some decisions. I had a conversation with a lot of people. I talked to a lot of people. I just did a lot within those 2 days that made me come to the decisions that I'm coming to. And I just want y'all to understand, like, you're going to make bad decisions sometimes. You're going to go left when you're supposed to go right sometimes. You're going to get uncomfortable sometimes. And sometimes you're going to get too comfortable. And you're going to have to get shooken up for God to take you into the direction that he needs to take you in. And you can't allow yourself to get distracted by what he's shaking at. Because sometimes you're getting shook in those areas because it's really for your best interest, if I could put it like that. You're getting shook in those areas because it's leading you into the direction that you're supposed to go in. And a lot of times we think things happen and we be like, oh, well, maybe God wanted this because of this. And it might be true. It might be some parts of that, but it didn't mean get comfortable and get stuck there. And I feel like we are, we as a whole, we really got to be careful when we're befriending people, when we're getting close to people, when we're telling people our dreams, because people start to pray against those dreams, and that's what caused those thoughts. People start to pray against those dreams, or they start to tell you bad stuff, and then that's what caused you to think that, no, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. This is not the direction I'm supposed to be going in. This. You start to really look at life in ways that you're not supposed to because of other people. It's not always because of you. You know what I'm saying? It's because you connected yourself to the wrong people, and you allow, like, I remember I used to have this faith, like, that you couldn't tell me nothing. Like, I was broke, like really broke. And I'm talking about to the point I had nothing. I was sleeping in a car, not even my own car. And it got to the point where I wanted to kill myself. And I remember I had to go to the crazy house for like dang near 3-4 days or 5 days. I was so miserable in this place, y'all. Like, I was so miserable. Like, it was worse than jail. Like, worse than jail, because you're around a bunch of people that are really psychopaths, and you around them and they think you're like these people, but you're nothing like them people. And I said that to say, like, me going through that phase of everything that I didn't understand, I know the only thing that I could understand is to pray. The only thing I could understand is to have my faith that it wasn't going to be like that forever, and somehow I was going to get out of here. Somebody was going to believe me and understand that they misunderstood me and I need not to be here with the rest of these people. And that happened. And I always kept that faith. And I feel like I got comfortable. Like, I think that's what happens a lot of times. We pray. We get everything we pray for. And then we just pray a little bit, but we not praying that hard prayer that we used to pray when we was broke. And I really feel like I made a video like this before. Like, you can't lose that hustle you had when you was broke. That's the same thing with your faith. You can't lose that faith you had when you was broke, bro. Like, you can have everything. Like, I've been saying this the last, like, couple days. Like, I had everything, and I just feel like it got snatched away from me. Like, and I had no say-so in it. And yes, I was very upset because I felt like, bro, I pay my bills on time. I do everything I'm supposed to do as an adult. God, why me? Why is this happening to me? God looking at like, girl, why not you? Because you over here acting stupid like you don't know who I made you to be. You over here acting like you one of them and you really ain't. You over here acting like you ain't know, I ain't got you. God be listen. One thing I learned throughout these last 6 weeks of my life, God is real. I went back and I have a book. I seen this thing where Steve Harvey said to write down 300 things that you need and want from God. Now, mind you, I didn't get to 300. And I thought I had 300 when I started writing, but I really didn't, because I don't really want a lot of stuff. But I realized he wasn't just talking about materialistic things. He was talking about health. He was talking about the relationship you want. You got to be, and I really feel like the reason he said 300, because he wants you to be very specific with God. Because you got to be specific. When I went back and I read a lot of my prayers, God answered a lot of them prayers. But he didn't answer it in the way that I thought he was going to answer it, because guess what? I wasn't as specific as I need to be. You know how they be like, oh, manifest? That's what they really talk about. They really talk about go to God and ask God what it is that you need from him and give it to him and just trust him. I've been watching this lady too. Like, she's homeless and she's been homeless for almost 200 days and she's been vlogging her homelessness. And I'm just like, whoa, that's bold. Because I remember being homeless, I never would have did that. I would have never thought of vlogging. Even though people would have been in tune, my mind wasn't even stable enough for myself to vlog. Even now, at times, I realize that when I feel those ways where I don't want to be around people, don't want to talk, I need the vlog. Like, if I show y'all what my house look like right now, you will understand why I have not. Like, life has been like, okay. And I'm not sad. I'm not hurting. I'm not broke. Like, I'm not in none of those other things. Only thing that is uncomfortable for me is my living situation and my car situation. And then that shouldn't even be the only thing that bothered me, because my business is not where I needed to be. My music is not where I needed to be. Like, I'm being honest with myself and with y'all. Like, I want, and I'm going to be greater. Like, I'm 32 years old right now. I don't look 32. And I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed. But my hair is proof that God is able. Like, I just learned, like, everything I've been through and came from has taught me, like, God got bigger and major plans for me. And me hiding it and not showing y'all, like, not just showing y'all, because it's not about showing y'all what I go through. But me not expressing and talking about it with you guys and letting y'all see that this is really a journey, that's really being selfish, because I've been showing y'all a lot lately. I've been showing y'all the good and the bad. So to just disappear now, I feel like it's not only selfish to myself for how hard I've been working, but it's selfish to you guys, because I'm pretty sure you've been wondering, like, dang, where she been at? Why she ain't been on here? Like, she ain't posted like 6 days. And I was consistent. I was very consistent. I have been consistent. I feel like that's what God is trying to teach me. My consistency is key. No matter what's going on, you got to be consistent. And you can't allow life to come and distract you and then cause destruction. That's what you can't allow. It's going to be distractions. It's going to be ups and downs, but you cannot allow life to destroy you. You just can't do it. You cannot do that. You cannot allow life to destroy you. Don't even allow it to distract you forever. Couple days, couple seconds, cool. But forever, that's not good. Take it from me. You could be greater than me. You could get further than me if you pay attention, because there's things that I've been through already. And you don't got to go down them same paths. You could literally take a shortcut, and not even a shortcut. It's going to cost you some work and some time you're going to have to put in. But at least you ain't going to have to go and fall, cry, spit, throw up, jump across this bridge, that wall, drive this car, steal that bike just to get over here on that boat. At least you ain't going to have to do all of that. You literally could just get in the car and drive straight to the destination. The only thing gonna stop you is the red lights. And if you get a speeding ticket, because you're trying to move too fast. If you get where I'm going, don't let that go over your head. I know that probably was like, but if you caught it, you caught it. Whatever. But I ain't gonna talk to y'all for too much longer. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe and support my business, my ebook. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I will be... Just stay tuned. It's going to get better, okay? It's going to get greater on this side. And we're going to be very much more happier. And it's no more Freelo and Manny, so it's kind of like, I love you, Manny. You know what I'm saying? I love you, Daddy. Like, cause I love him, right? But it's another thing. Let me tell y'all about this nigga. So, boom. Our relationship, where it's at right now, it's in a very safe place. But I think that we both, like, this is what I learned about being in our relationship. Like, I learned that we as women are very emotional. And that's what I love about being with him, because I learned myself. Like, I'm very, very emotional, but, like, I'm not as hard on myself in certain situations, because he's not hard on me, if that makes sense. So he don't match my pettiness, if that or my toxicness too much. Like, sometimes, yeah, don't get me wrong, but not all the time. Like, sometimes he just be like, bro, hang up, because that's what you should do. But me, I'm gonna call 150 times, and I'm gonna send you 1,000 text messages, because I'm gonna type every word Well, every letter, and I'm with one word. Like, if that makes, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, literally, if I had to type his full name, it would be Manny. And I would not type that in one text message. It would be the M, send, A, send, N, send, N, send, Y, send. Yeah. I gotta stop being like that. But, like, this is where I'm at with it. Like, I have to be honest with myself. And I feel like that's what we are not in in relationships. We're not always honest with ourselves. And we're not always honest with each other. And I feel like me being honest with myself and me being honest with him has made it better. Because now that we both can see, and him being honest with me too, like, now we both can see, like, where the frustration is, where the frustration was, and it helps the relationship because it's the distance. We've already been in a relationship where we've been not even able to see each other. So imagine now being really long distance and actually can see each other. It's even more intense. So it's like, I want to encourage you guys, and I'm going to say women and men. I'm going to encourage couples. Don't be dumb. Don't allow y'all self to get caught up in this world where y'all see people breaking up, or y'all think that life looks like the glam and everything is glitz and glamour. Everybody's relationship is not perfect. Nothing is perfect in this world. So if you sit here and try to live your life based off a fantasy lifestyle, you're going to continue to let yourself down, and that's what causes confusion. That's what causes you to feel like life is going so wrong. That's what causes you to feel like, oh, why me? Why me? Because you're living in a fantasy lifestyle, not understanding reality. And thank you for Manny for teaching me that, because a lot of times I be thinking like, oh, it's supposed to be like this. I thought it was going to be like this. It's like, that's not reality. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, we in a really safe space because we learn so much by like being apart from one another, how to communicate. And I think that's the biggest thing in every relationship: communication. That saves relationships. Prayer saves relationships. Like, I'm telling y'all, life is not gonna always be the bad. It's not gonna always be the good. It's not gonna always be the glitz, the glam. It's not gonna always be the rainy days, because life is life. Life is lifing every day, and that's what we as a whole have to understand. But that nigga do be trying me, and I'm gonna whoop his ass when I catch him down here. So I just need to let y'all know that, cause he be talking shit, and I be talking shit back. But I'm the only one that I feel that could talk shit. And that's me being toxic and petty again. But I don't give a fuck, because who the fuck do he think he is? And who the fuck I think I am? Because I know who I am. I'm baby. Baby the boss. Okay? And my mama gonna see this, and she gonna be like, why you had to curse? You ain't have to curse. You could have said all that without cursing. Listen, the truth is, I be trying not to curse sometimes. Like, all the time I be trying not to curse. But sometimes it just come out. Sometimes I need to cuss. You need to cuss too, because it'll make you feel better. Welcome to a Bossy Doll World. I love y'all. I will see y'all on the back end. Do you hear me? Mwah.
They gon' spray that goofy ass bitch on the low. That's for sure. You ain't shit but a hoe. Ain't worried about you or your crew. All my hitters gon' shoot. I'm on the wrong to the game. I'm just taking my fame. Fuck a bitch in a mini. I had to switch my flow. Yeah, I got your hoe won't go. I feel a brick 24. I done mean it from the trellis. I can't stand weak bitches. Fuck a nigga for the fame. Got a song with a lame. You ain't real, just fake. Where we from, we gon' shake. Queen B gon' spray that. C now gon' take that. Bop Bicky, I don't play that. Me and Trevor gon' break that. Gon' break that. Gon' break that. Me and Trevor gon' break that. If I was you, I wouldn't say that. We don't give a fuck about none